having a little bit of this Hi-Chew green apple candy. It's my daughter's. Goes well with wine, especially if you are in those positions where I've just had afternoon coffee, so then I brush my teeth, so then I need to cleanse my palate before my wine time. Yes, it's wine time. All right. It mixes really well. Need that to go down. And still drinking Cavalli. I've had that in the past. Got burnt out on the Luna de Luna red blend, but I'll probably get back to that another time. I'm not really motivated to cook. I don't do a whole lot. Hence why we're having, corn. I'm gonna make some, turkey burgers. Nothing too exciting. Of course, you already know I don't do cooking videos because I'm not a chef. This is what I've been feeling like lately. Found these in our downstairs drawer. Little leftover Halloween eyeballs. And that's how I feel lately. Trying to figure out what I could do instead of being a hub delivery partner for Amazon, because while the money's easy, it's not something I feel like that I'm going to stick with for a long time. Today I was watching videos on how to be an Amazon influencer. I've heard of the Amazon affiliate, blah, blah. I don't know how many followers you have to have. So anyway, let's get back to my novel, because really I should just be an amazing self-published New York Times best-selling author, whatever, but doesn't work like that. So my novel, Smeared Lavender, we're on chapter 26, Prima. So Sergei went to take a piss, his words, while Nexa looked out over Moscow from the balcony of their Arat Park hotel. Not sure if I said that hotel right. So she took off her heels. No, Nexa whispered to herself, putting them back on. She knew what Sergei wanted from her, but the Hervé Lagur dress had to come off. The Cineless said so. So in this chapter, she hears some pounding on the suite door. Some champagne is delivered that Sergei did not order, and it's not his taste. And so then they spend the evening together. Then in the next chapter, she also does sense a crimson smell there. So in the next chapter, they get back to his home, Le Perimeter of Sergei. And this is when he finally watches the video that Houlihan had sent him. And this is when he realizes that someone actually was in the yard behind his home. And he thinks back to something Nahil, the owner of the lingerie shop, told him in Beirut. Her comment, it is something else with her regarding Nexa's abduction. So then that's when he asked for a background check, basically, for Houlihan to look into her background. And then we'll get into the next chapter in another video. And remember, if you like my content, share it. Don't necessarily have to want to read my novel. A lot of people aren't readers, but it'd be great if you did. All right, we'll talk again.